important. Um,
Yeah, those are the two biggest. So you can kind of split your business in half. You've got the acquisition side and then the sell side, right? So getting the deal and then getting the deal sold. The getting the deal sold side is much easier. Now, there's a lot of important components in that, your buyer's list, how you market your properties, how you take pictures, etc. But the bulk of the business is going to be in your marketing and sales. If you can generate leads and you can close those leads, it's always much easier to close good deals. So harder, tighter deals, higher prices, you're always going to spend a lot more time trying to get them sold. If you just get really good deals under contract, that other half gets much, much easier. So you will literally spend, probably 80 to 85% of your energy in this business in the marketing and sales. Now, for someone who's brand new to real estate and they're like, I'm just getting into it, I'm trying to set up my CRM and I'm trying to get some marketing going. Like, do you think I should get my license? I'm going to be like, no. I'm going to be like, maybe in the future, but I would hold off 6 months or a year, get some deal flow going. Because the big reason is they're going to have to do 90 hours of education to get their license, pass the test. It's going to take a lot of time studying, and they need to be focusing on getting deals. But if you can simply reactivate your license, or even if you just have to brush up on the test questions to pass the test, and it's not going to take you that much time, I would recommend doing it. The MLS access alone is well worth that.
See, I thought you were going to say some of the leads that actually want retail that you'd be able to list.
So no. So a lot of people get hung up on that. In my experience, that's not going to be the best use of your time. Now, yes, if you have your license, that is another benefit that you have the option to do that. But unless you get, and if you call people and they call and they're like, yeah, we just talked to somebody today. It's a doctor in Indianapolis. They're about to list their house between $5 and $6 million. Is going to be their asking price. And they're like, we'd consider a cash offer. We're like, oh shit, okay, we'll offer you, 200,000, right? Not a super hot lead.
Yeah.
But my point being, you get one of those, a $6 million house in your market, and you say, well, I don't know if I could buy this, but I'd be interested in listing it. If you get that listing, right? Or if you say, well, let me make a cash offer, and you go to the house and you get to know them and you build rapport, and then you turn around your hat and you're like, well, I think this would be better if I helped you sell this. I think I could get you some more money. If you're doing those, there's some money in those, right? But that's a whole different business, being a realtor. So, and in my opinion, it's not worth it. You're going to make 3 times as much money per house wholesaling it than you will in real estate, and there's way less minutiae to manage.
Listen, even at $1 million.
Even that, yeah. So say he listed at $1 million, 3%, that's what, 30 grand. And say he gives me a third of that commission, that's 10 grand. I made 6 times that on that one wholesale deal.
Right.
Right. And it's the same thing on a $200,000 house. You're talking a $700 commission maybe for yourself, where if you get, one deal at 7 grand, that's 10 of those. And you didn't have to you know what I mean? As soon as it becomes an option to start referring leads retail, not only does it, if you're the one doing it, take up a lot of your time to work those, but even if you're not working them, you're immediately kind of lowering your conversion because now you have that other option instead of just working on, can I wholesale it? Can I wholesale it? Can I wholesale it? So that's definitely my take on that. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of people out there that have done everything from bought a brokerage to become a brokerage to hired a realtor on their team to work those leads. I've never seen anybody do it super successfully. Now, I've seen people that I knew in the business that already have a really good retail team, and they're making a lot of money in the retail. They've got, some transaction coordinators, they've got, they're a full retail brokerage, and then they added in wholesaling. I've seen that happen, right? But I've never seen anybody that's just, they're wholesalers. They try to add in the retail as a bolt-on business and had it be wow, they're doing so much better. You'll get the people out there, they're like, yeah, I did an extra 20 grand last year, 40 grand, whatever. But you're like, well, dude, you also did 2 million in wholesale fees. Why'd you even mess with all those other, you probably missed a deal or two wholesale. You probably would have made more and not messed with that.